And we are back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be bringing you 2 Town Hall 9 attacks from our Perfect War. Really great strategy. I think it's the strongest Town Hall 9 strategy out there. But wait, all you Town Hall 10s and above, don't leave. Because if you're having issues with queen walking, I'm going to go into the basic principles. I'm going to do a queen walk video as well, but I'm going to go into the basic principles of queen walking in this video. So sit back, buckle up, stay tuned, and enjoy the show. Okay, so before we get into the attack, I just want to tell a little story. It's story time, Avi. Somebody left me a comment down below. By the way, I love getting comments. I love getting comments. I love talking to people. So if you got anything, got any questions, comments, or anything, leave it down below, and I will make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Now, somebody left me a comment the other day. He asked me if I could do an E-Drag video. I'm like, what Town Hall? He goes, Town Hall 13. I'm like, have you ever tried, doing some queen walking? So I don't really know that much about E-Drags. He said, well, I tried it. It didn't really work. I said, well, do you have any other accounts? He says, no. I said, oh, now we got problems. Because he only has a Town Hall 13, and it's very difficult to learn a new strategy at the higher Town Halls. All you Town Hall 9s, don't rush. Spend the time at Town Hall 9. Try to learn as many different strategies as you can learn. So I said to him, I said, I'll try to make you a queen walk video with all the basic principles of queen walking. And I'll also try to do an E-Drag video. But besides that, for all those of you who are having issues with queen walking, pay attention on these videos, the Town Hall 9 videos, the Town Hall 10 videos, where it's easier to get the queen walk done. It's easier to establish those initial funnels, get the wall breaks. This is the time, use the time at Town Hall 9 to learn these attacks. But now let's go into this attack. I believe that this attack is the strongest attack out there. It is a great attack strategy to practice with, farming with it. It costs 0 dark elixir, which is the big resource that you need at Town Hall 9. So I really highly recommend everybody should at least spend some time doing this strategy at Town Hall 9. I did get the 6-pack in this war. Big shout out to Carlton Clash, who is the lone Town Hall 10 in Little Playhouse. For all those of you who are interested in joining up in Little Playhouse is our clan that has Town Hall 9s and below. If you are war ready, if you want to war with your accounts, then jump into the recruitment server. Give us your tag, fill out the information, and we will get you into this clan, and you can war with us. We war on streams with this clan, and in War Playhouse we war on Mondays and Wednesdays on stream. But let's get into the attacks now. First of all, here's the army comp. The army comp is 5 baby Ds, 3 P.E.K.K.A.s, 4 healers, 7 wizards, 5 wall breakers, 1 little goblin. Now, there's something called tanking in Clash of Clans. Tanking is when you have one troop, something that is absorbing the firepower for everybody else. That troop is called a tank. In this troop comp, this army comp, the possible tanks that you could be using is either your queen with her healers on her, or the P.E.K.K.A.s, which are high hit point items, or the king. Those are your tanks that you could use in this one. The back end troops are going to be your wizards and going to be your baby Ds. Usually you're using 1 baby D for the funnel, and you're using 2 wizards for your initial secondary funnel. So you're using 4 baby Ds and you're using 5 wizards all on the back end, which means as your troops are getting through the base and the defenses are firing at your troops in the center, so you bring these troops in behind those defenses, and they pick those defenses off, and they all collapse on each other. Let's go in and take a look at these bases. Let's view the map. We'll show this one first. We'll talk about what I did, why I started where I started, and see if we can get into it. Now, what I did over here was the main thing that you're always really looking to take out with a queen walk, when you're starting with your queen walk, is most of the time you're always dealing with the CC. The queen is dealing with the CC. Now, it's not always like that, because sometimes you do a queen walk dragon attack, and the dragons can deal with the CC no problem, deal with the queen no problem. So in this circumstance, when you're dealing with these troops, the only thing that I really got to take care of is just getting some initial pathing done and taking care of the CC. So I look at the base, and I click on the CC, and I see that I can just step my queen on the outside of this base. She moves into that circle, and I will be able to get the lure out. So because I know that I want my queen to go this way, down into the CC radius, what I want to do is I'm going to have to use a baby D over here. Now I use my baby D over here. My queen's going to start off over here, and that's going to bring out the CC. It's going to create, the baby D is going to be able to take out these things over here. The queen's going to be able to take care of everything in this column, in this square over here, and she's going to step down, take care of the baby D. I'm going to drop another baby D for the funnel over here, for the secondary funnel. I'm going to wall break in over here and then get all my troops moving in. I'm going to hold back one P.E.K.K.A. I dropped my king. I held back one P.E.K.K.A. to go on the outside of the base. The P.E.K.K.A. and 2 wizards to go on the outside of the base to be the back end funneling. Let's play it out. Let's remove the squigglies, play it out, and we'll talk about it as this attack is moving forward. But as you can see, I'm going to start my queens up over there, get the healers on her. There's the baby D. The baby D is creating that funnel for the queen. Queen's moving up. You'll see as she steps up, the CC radius is still there. Always make sure, know where your queen is going to engage the CC, and make sure that you have your poison down for the CC. Don't drop it as the CC troops are right on top of your queen. If you do that, you're going to end up having to use a rage, having to use an ability, get that poison down. Where's that poison out? There's that poison. Before they even take one shot, they're already in the poison. Now, if you notice, my queen is not going to walk that way. That's the first thing that you have to do whenever you're queen walking, is get that initial funnel down. Now my queen is going to be forced to go down here. So there she goes. As soon as that archer tower locks onto my queen, that means now my queen is tanking for that baby D. My queen is tanking for those bowlers. Drop my king, drop 2 of the P.E.K.K.A.s with the bowlers, send them inside. Gonna have another P.E.K.K.A. that's gonna be out over here. Gonna use the rage and the other wall breakers to try and open up that wall. They do get the wall open. They're moving through this base. As they're moving through this base, you gotta start dropping in your troops on the outside. You want to keep your troops inside the base. Your big, heavy troops, your P.E.K.K.A.s, your king, your bowlers, your queen, all those troops must stay on the inside of this base, and look at that. As soon as that archer tower locks onto the troops inside, I drop that baby D on the outside. As soon as the cannon's shooting there, that would enable me to drop a wizard out here if I want. Before that cannon is focused on those troops on the inside, I couldn't drop a wizard out there. The wizard would die immediately. But the wizards are fireball, fireball, fireball. No problem. If they're shooting at the P.E.K.K.A.s, the P.E.K.K.A.s could take a whole bunch of shots from that cannon before anything happens. And that is it. That's the triple. There it is. Let's move on to the next one and see how that one got done. Let's look at this one. Replay number 2. Again, you look at this one and going to be doing the same thing. Where's the CC radius? There's the CC radius. So I wanted to start my queen over here. Now, why did I choose this side as opposed to this side? The reason being is because I'm getting a phone call. The reason being is because if I start my queen on this side, then I could put the baby D up over here, and I know that my baby D will be able to take out this and take out this before this archer tower even gets a shot off on the baby D. So I started my queen over there. Look at the CC radius. I know that I want to go into this compartment over here. Now, if you know anything about wall breakers, and hopefully you have a little understanding about how the wall breakers work, the wall breakers are always going to shoot at a section of the wall that has a structure behind it. It doesn't matter if it's a storage, if it's a collector, if it's a defense, it will always go to a wall that has something behind it. So my wall breakers are either going to go here, or my wall breakers are going to go here. Now, if you notice, you always want to look to see there is spot over here that could have a giant bomb. It could have spring traps. It could have small bombs. Same thing over here. So how am I going to get that wall break? Well, I'm going to get that wall break where as my queen is coming around like this, she's going to engage the CC over here. Here's where the poison is going to be for the CC. I'm going to drop my king over here. So now my king is going to be acting as a tank. The king is going to be tanking this cannon, this archer tower, which means I can just sneak a wall breaker right in. I'll get a test wall breaker in there. No problem. There's going to be no giant bombs over there, no spring traps, no nothing. And then I'm going to drop two more wall breakers in to get that queen in. Once the queen goes in, once that hole is open and the king has already started going around this way and clear the second side of the funnel, then I'll drop the P.E.K.K.A.s in and I'll drop the bowlers in, and let's watch it. And then after that, all you got to do is just make sure, watch as the defenses start attacking the troops on the inside. You start bringing your back-end troops, meaning your baby bees or your wizards, to come in on the backside. I did make a mistake when I brought my baby bee in over here. I should have put the baby bee in over here. You always want to put them on the furthest thing on the outside, so you don't have to come back at the end of the way to get it, which is what I have to do. But I did have extra wizards, so I just dropped the wizard in. So now the queen is dealing with that dragon. I'm gonna drop that. There's the king. Now the king is tanking that cannon over there. Now I could just slide that wall breaker in. Here's the test wall breaker. There's the other two to get that job done. Now the hole is made. The funnel has been created. The P.E.K.K.A.s go in. The bowlers go in. Have some giant bombs go off. So I think I dropped an early raid. Now, the problem with my wall break is it opened up the whole T section. So my king and my other troops end up splitting up. But now, if you notice over here, I have these troops in over here. So I have no problem. The wizard is firing at my king. So I dropped that baby bee in to take out the wizard. The bowlers are already coming around, and bowlers are dealing with that. Like I said, the queen is on the outside with the healers, which I knew she was fine. So now it's a matter of just trying to keep those bowlers and those P.E.K.K.A.s alive on the inside of this base, dropping the spells to help them out, dropping the baby bees to start collapsing on those defenses that are in the middle. There's an AV over here, so you notice I can't put any baby bees down until that AV goes down. So you have to be very, very patient. Just wait. But as soon as that AV goes down, open for business, baby. Start dropping in all those wizards, start dropping in all those baby bees that are left, and just get the job done. I have one more baby bee. I'm not sure why I'm holding on to that last baby bee, but that is it. Highly, highly recommend practicing this strategy, using it for farming. See how high you can climb and still be getting triples. When you stop tripling while you're farming with this army, then you know I'm doing something wrong. But you should be able to continue to triple any Town Hall 9 that is thrown your way. If you're having issues, reach out to me. Send me a message. Say, Avi, I don't know what my problem is. Join up the Discord server. Come in there on Fridays when we have our voice chat. And just talk to me. I'll tell you exactly what you're doing wrong. I guarantee I will find, if you're not tripling, I will find something that you are doing wrong. But this is a great, great strategy for farming, for war, for everything. No dark elixir. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's going to be the end of the video. Make sure you leave a like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And leave a comment down below. If there's another attack strategy that you'd like me to put out there, just ask me, and your wish is my command. I will get it out for you. So that's going to be it. Until the next video, have a great day.